Welcome to Kusali Cafe. I'm Dariella Scavino.
And I'm Nina Kozowska. Do you know how to start a business in Norway? Well, we're gonna share the story today, the case of starting a business, becoming solo entrepreneur. And so I have some questions to Dariella about it. How was the
Yes.
process of starting your own business in Norway? Tell us the whole story and spare no detail.
Okay. Well, I'm going to share how I opened my own business back in 2021. I moved to Norway end of 2020 in the pandemic. So the whole process for presenting to the police, Skattetat and UDI, all this, you have to take your passport and etc. was taking a long time. So when I went
Sometimes.
to, yes, everything was with a distance. And so I wanted to open my business here, the same that I was doing back in Peru before moving to Norway. For those who don't know, I'm also Italian. So I presented all my documentation as an Italian and to start a business of coaching and therapy. So here in Norway, to start a business, there is one place, one and only. Where do you think it is? In the capital city? In the second city? No, it's in Brønnøysund. It's a little town in the middle west coast of Norway, which I've been there before. And when they told me, yes, the registration is in Brønnøysund, I thought, really?
Yeah.
Yes, that's how Norway is not center. Yes, you have big companies and big public institutions all along the country. So I have to register in Brønnøysund, my company. And for that, at the moment, because of all the delays, I didn't have an ID number. So in my case, I'm going to share my story, waiting for the ID number. So I couldn't use bank ID, which is amazing. We should do an episode about bank ID because
Mhm.
how
And banks in
digital
general.
how digital is Norway is amazing. It makes things easier, but you have to get there, right? So I didn't have my bank IDs. I went to the web, and at the moment, how do you register your business there? You have to send a paper. So I found the form. I filled the form manually, and this was a process that took at that time around 7 weeks. So in this form, you would put, of course, basic information about yourself, yeah, your name, your phone number, your contact information, and what's the business about. That's the most important.
Was it in
No,
Norwegian or English?
was in Norwegian the form, but as I use word coaching mindfulness, my answer was both. So for sole proprietorship, here you have to register as any other company if you want to start also a society in this register of entities in Brønnøysund and send the form describing your business activity. So what is carried out as precise as you can. And in the form or in the web, I didn't find how can I describe what I do and which is the code for everything that I do. So I'm a coach and I work with individuals, one-on-one session in life coaching, transformational coaching, and also I work with companies. So if a company has stressed employees and they want a mindfulness or stress relief course, I was doing that back in my country because also I have a corporate background. I want to do that too. But I also have hobbies, which are, of course, also professional. I also teach yoga, dance, and meditation. So how do I put that in this form was not easy. So I was Googling a lot and I found a web, which I don't remember now. And of course, you always have to look for the updated information, which are the codes. There are codes for each activity. So you put the coding and you see also exactly where do you fit your activity because also if it's a service like mine, maybe it doesn't need to pay VAT. But if it's a product, for sure. But you need to know that, and you need to put that in a form as well. So I fill my form with my business activity, and I have prepared my business plan, everything. Nothing that was needed of that, just a form. And then around 7 weeks later, I received the answer with the name of my company and my registration number. I was thrilled. I was happy because it's the same month where they answered me from the yes, you can live in Norway, you have the residency. And also, I could have my ID number and open a bank account in Norway. So I said, yeah, check everything. Now I've set,
Nice.
but of course, I could start working earlier. You need to register your company when you are over the minimum limit of sales a year, where limit to start paying taxes. So by then was 50,000 kroner. But anyway, you can check if you are starting your business, just arrive and you don't know what to do, check, because maybe you can start actually selling your service. And in the meantime, register the company, and then, of course, print the invoice, the tax, the facturas to your customers. So that's how I register. And then, of course, I was going to the Skatetaten courses about what do you need as a company, as an personat. How do I take my accountings? How, if I need a system, how should be the invoicing? What should the invoices include? Everything was taught by Skatetaten in English. There are, of course, more often Norwegian courses, but if you sign in the web, you find every 2-3 months they have. So you can actually know how to manage your accountants, which is very, very important. You have to be very, if you are like me, like a self-employed, and you do your marketing, your accounting, your everything, you need to know, you need to be very well informed.
Yes, of course. But wow, 7 weeks, that's quite a lot of waiting.
Yes, but I understood everything was taking time. There were still
Of course.
restrictions of COVID by then. And I did it sending a physical paper. It was the only time that you need to send a physical paper, because afterwards everything is online and is just right away. And one curious thing is about the name of your self proprietorship company. It needs to include your surname. So I put my name because I'm Dariella Scavino. And as a coach, and my Facebook and Instagram, everything is Dariella Scavino. But I have a second surname, which is Palau. So when I said Dariella Scavino, they answered me Dariella Scavino Palau. It's like, you're repeating my name in my company name. Yes, because you didn't include your last surname. But I
Ah,
personally use just this. Okay, but in Norway, the people, foreigner like me, we have two surnames. You know how it is. You need to specify, this is not my middle name, this is my surname, and the one that I use the most. Anyway, I have to just send them back. Wait, you're repeating twice Dariela, twice Escavino, just to put this last one. And
yeah.
then they put just the three. No, Dariela Scavino Palau is my company name.
I didn't know
So
you have that second last name. Wow, that's
it's
you.
I have a second name and second last name. Yes, there are four. It's too long for me. I just use one and one. And I was raised most of my life. I live in Argentina, where it is one name and one surname. I was the only one at school that would say Dariela, Tad, Cabino, Palau, the longest. Yeah, just one. I like that it's one. Actually, for our daughter, we made it also more simple with just one name. So yeah, that was a funny thing about registering my name.
Of
But
course.
in my experience, every time I need to do something with a public institution in Norway, they answer easy and fast, and it's never complicated. So yeah, okay, let's change it, and that was it. So I was open to the market. Now work yourself, how you attract your customers, how you make your company profitable as a self-employed in Norway. And I can share that it is not that easy. It was not easy for me. And I thought it would be, wow, yes, I just start my business and customers will come. But it was not like that. I have
Mm-hmm.
to really change some beliefs and see that what I was doing back then, my old tools were not working. No, I was trying typical Facebook ads, Instagram ads, no therapy, psychotherapy, and then nothing. And since I started, came just one Norwegian customer,
Mm.
and then I met a network because I'm so like Nina. I'm also a very social person, so I started making friends, go here and there, so and people will start knowing what I do, and I started also putting my effort in doing my post to in Spanish, and my customers start coming and in English, and some expats like in Oslo or Norway. And I have customers that were foreigners. So my whole business idea of coming to Norway and having local customers for coach and local companies, it was not like that. So I need to change
Mm-hmm.
and
It's
adapt.
very hard to the. Yeah, I can relate, and I think everyone can relate that coming to the new place without your network gives you so much less of possibilities, and you just need to start building your network. And as we said in episode about making friends, it's a bit easier with other internationals, and maybe someone who relates to you a bit more. So I can totally understand that for you it was so much easier to reach other expats and yeah, and help them.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. And I went to NAV just to know if they have some sort of programs for self-employed. And here in Horten, which is a small town, as you know. And she told me, you should go to talk this person in the Comuna who is in charge of the startups. And you know, Horten is a place of startups, especially technological
Silicon Valley.
startups. Silicon Valley of Norway. So I talked to this person, which is very nice. The attention in the Comuna, like, because he will have a meeting with everyone who's starting a business. And when I was describing what I do, what I've been doing, and the sessions that I teach, and this space that is here, so you can come for a session here in physically presential, not just on Zoom. He said, "Yeah, it looks like it's for expats." He said, "Well, actually, since I started, I have customers from India, Romania, Poland, Spain, a lot of Spain, Colombia, Peru, but not locals. Yeah, because you don't speak Norwegian. Your web is in English. Everything in your social media is in English slash Spanish because
Spanish.
I share in both." Uh, so he said, "I'm gonna contact you with a local newspaper and a marketing expert here in Horten. We do it a part of this all the startups. Also, it's great because I have meetings with people that actually could give me some advice in my in my field." And again, when I met the newspaper, they came for an interview here in my office, because that way I can get to know myself in investful area.
Mm.
And she said, I told her again, what would I do once in English? Yes, it's for expats. Yeah, okay. Everyone was saying, yes, you
It was
should work
so
with
clear.
foreigners. It was so clear for them. But
Yeah.
I have to say, at the beginning, it was not clear for me because I
Mm-hmm.
have lived also in other countries. Like when I moved to Uruguay for a couple of years of work, I was working in a company, so it is different. But at the same time, I thought I could just copy paste because people who needs clarity, who needs to find a purpose in life, who wants to develop spiritual work are everywhere. But of course, the cultural barrier is there. So for what I do, if I was not doing it in Norwegian, was like a big block, like
Mm-hmm.
a barrier,
Obstacle.
uh, obstacle, because what they said is if you would have everything in Norwegian, then they would come and then you can speak English. You tell them my Norwegian, because my Norwegian is still level A2. Let's do the session in English, and they will do. But your first approach is in English, and so that is not gonna bring Norwegian customers to your
Mm-hmm.
sessions. So yeah,
We had
now
the episode about if the Norwegian language is important while living in Norway, and there is like a follow up that if you want to have a business and direct your services or products to Norwegians, then probably yes.
yes, most likely yes. At least now, yes, it is. It is very important. Yeah. So that's my story.
Okay,
Starting my own
can
business
you
in Norway.
can you tell us more on what you are doing, what your services are, and just to specify that you have only one company, Enkel Person Foretak, and you can
Yeah.
have several services like coaching, psychotherapy, yoga,
Yes.
teaching. So it can be under one sole proprietorship.
Yes, you can do have different divisions under one paraply, like it's your company, and you can also use brand names. Like I use Live Infinity for the spiritual trips that I organize to India and some programs. But then my personal brand is Dariella Scavino as a coach. So I do basically I'm a coach and a therapist, so I made I work with people that is professional or entrepreneurs that are looking for clarity, work life balance, fulfillment in life. So I have sessions 101, which be 3 sessions, 7 sessions, and I also have a program where we go through different steps in order for you to find your purpose in life and achieve that balance. And also, I am a constellator. Have you heard of new family constellations? We
I've
haven't
heard
talked about that.
I've heard a little bit from you, but let's dive into that. What is it?
Yeah, well, uh, it's a philosophy and technique that Bert Hellinger developed not so long ago. It's actually very new. Well, a constellation is a tool, as an intervention that allows us to discover and transform some patterns that we repeat, that we bring from our past, maybe patterns that are present in our, we saw it in our parents, grandparents, our ancestors, and that is present in our genetic, energetic information, where somewhere in the past, this emotion, this trauma was repressed. So we carried it out. So this imprint in our parents and all those who came before us and brought it to us through our DNA. So in new family constellations, we focus on in the sessions to identify that now, which is the pattern that we need to heal, and in that very moment. So we focus and we let the information act without much intentions or agenda. So as a constellator, I interpret what happened and what needs to be transformed in order to heal in that very moment. So I have family constellation sessions, which are sometimes individual and sometimes in group. So I'm starting a group here also in Horten, here in my studio. And there is a serie in Netflix that many people have seen. It's called Another Self, which it's about family constellations. Not a new family constellations, but you can see if you watch the serie, you will see a little about the practice. Gives you a very good idea about it. It's actually
Yeah.
very nice, and it's settled in Turkey in a beautiful paradise. So I recommend it.
Yeah, and there's I watched it thanks to your recommendation. It was there was also some love drama and family drama. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's the
it is
Netflix area.
yes, of course. So it's there for entertainment. Okay, and
Mm.
other than that, I know, of course, that you are yoga instructor because I also went to your Kusli yoga studio and had some practice with you that I appreciate. You also teach belly dancing.
Yes. Yeah. I think our audience haven't heard that before. But yes, I'm a yoga instructor, and I also my biggest passion is belly dance. I have been teaching that for 20 years. And I work for the now in this at this moment a local dance studio. And I can do that also with my company because I invoice my classes to the
Mm.
studio. So it's all just one, as you said before, it's one company that I register with all the activities that I do. So I teach dance there. I teach yoga on my garden on summer, and sometimes organize also mindfulness classes for stress relief. And I do it also, of course, as Dariella Scavino.
And also, you do retreats.
Yes, yes. We go normally in the month of October to India. I share my teachers and the places that I've been before. I go also as a teacher because I teach meditation, mindfulness, and we are going soon in September 2025 to Ayurveda retreat. You should join us, Nina. You should come. It's 1 week.
I will see.
Yeah. Felix can stay
Um,
with Papa.
of course. Okay, so I love how you can combine in your one business, you can combine so many things and how diverse your services are. That's actually like knowing you personally, or like yeah, personally, I think that it all makes one full image of you, kind of. And I love that you can share your passions. Just wanted to say that.
Oh, thank you.
So that, because I always, for example, looking at myself, I was dancing as a teenager and up to 25 years that I was 25 years old. I was in a contemporary dance group, and it was amateur, but it was also sometimes very intense, like trainings for 3 hours 2 times a week and stuff like that. But I was always thinking, I'm not going farther with it. Like, it's my passion, and I don't want to my passion to become my work. So, and nowadays I don't really dance, so I miss that. And yeah, I just wanted to say that it's so nice that you can actually combine all that and share your talents, and that it's yeah, it's like a complete palette of of services
It,
that
yeah.
that complement each other, kind of like doing yoga, being a yoga teacher does not make you any less professional as a coach with a business background. So, yeah, I just want to say that's great.
Thank you. And it means a lot because I have made my company into my lifestyle. And of course, it's not easy. As I told you, I arrived and I have one Norwegian customer, and I was then. And I have another story. I offer my services of mindfulness to a company. I just sent 3 messages. It was enough. And one answered me 12 months later. Oh,
Wow.
sorry, I didn't answer this. We're not needed at these moments. It can be discouraging. Yes, it's
Of
not
course.
easy. I now, of course, it's been some time and I have worked it out. But yes, there are. You think that you move to a place and you're gonna be this big network and company and do, yes, very profitable, but at the beginning you really have to work it out. Norway is an expensive country, so I have to reinvent myself and all my strategies, and you have helped me last year, for example, again, because digital world and the market is not the same, and we are also in a different culture. So it's, I cannot bring all my skills
Know-how.
in terms of marketing from before. I need to
Mm.
do it different now because, of course, I as a therapist, if someone comes, I feel very confident. It's like, okay, sit in front and we work it out. But to bring the customer to sit here, oh, that's the hard part. How to
Yeah.
attract actually customers to your own business, as you are the one that has to do everything,
Yeah.
and you cannot rely on ChatGPT for everything. Yeah, I know AI has come to stay, and sometimes I use it just to ask questions and see how to change my web page or how should I post things. But anyway, it's you that need to reinvent and put a lot of effort and motivation, and it's gonna work as long as you put that strength and it's something that is actually fulfilling to you. But that's very
Of
important, Joe.
course.
That's
Especially
very important.
as a sole entrepreneur, you are the company. In the that's how the the government see you, the Skattetaten see you, as you responsible for it. And if you bankrupt or something, you need to pay with your own money, and this what it means legally, but also as a kind of as a brand. It's a personal brand. When you sell your services, it's actually not selling any service, but it's yoga with Dariella, therapy with Dariella, not just with any other teacher that you have or that you manage, but it's you. So people
Yeah.
need the authenticity, need the information also about you, to get to know you, to trust you. And I think you're doing a really good job. As a
Thank
marketing
you.
professional, I can say that.
Thank you so much. I really like all my new, I don't know, look and feel in the in the in my Instagram and in my way that we changed recently. And I also found that now I can enjoy posting more. Well, now I have an installed Instagram and Facebook from my phone, but I already think I'm gonna post this and this. I like doing some videos, so every time I post is something related to my lifestyle and what I do or what I think, and it fits better my life. And because I don't really want to be on social media all the time posting with the phone in the hand. Actually, my phone is not even here. I want it to be easy, and with children, like also like a mother, I don't want to be with the phone in my hand and my daughter telling Mama, I want to play. No, the phone has to be somewhere else, and the
Yeah.
marketing has to be clear and direct. really direct to the people, to your target, to the customer that can relate to you. I i i have to give up to that first idea, and now I work with expats, which is actually like swimming the ocean like a fish, because yeah, I understand everything you're saying.
Yeah,
And
of course.
yeah, and it's I also, now with digitalization, I have customers in Italy or the UK, and in the Europe you can just have your customers anywhere, and you have your office as you want. So yeah,
Of
that's my
course.
experience. I would love to hear some other experience of entrepreneurs here in Norway, starting a new business. What have they learned? What have been tough, and how they have overcome those difficulties that can come in the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to slowly wrap it up, this was the first episode on the topic of business in Norway. So we are going to continue talking about it because it's a big part of both our lives. And we also know that lots of other expat immigrants, they also have their businesses, and to empower them, to give more information also to people who want to start. You can also ask us if you have any questions. Maybe we can answer, or maybe tell you where to find your answer, or something like that, because the process is quite easy, but still someone might be a bit confused. And we're gonna have more episodes on more technical tips. So we will try to gather all of the important information regarding bureaucracy so that you can have more insights, but of course check everything for online for actual information, at for updated information at the time you listen. Yeah, and let us know what more would you want to listen about in the business topic, what's there that is important for you, and share your stories. If you have, yeah, we would love to relate to some other entrepreneurs, or if you have some ideas, yeah, just share with us.
Yes. Thank you for today. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Ha det bra.
Ha det bra.